But then, finish way. That is why and that is
Season 2
that I have co-created with the divine a month ago. You can find it on my website. That's why the most powerful masterpiece. It's the work of a lifetime. It's all my knowledge and my wisdom.
I guess I have to do it.
In one masterclass, 3 episodes of an hour each.
You hear that slogan, more and more important people? It's short, straight to the point. They mean it.
Dear Acorns, I was 19 when I got pregnant. I worked 3 jobs at once to keep us afloat. I never thought I could afford to invest until I found Acorns. My name is Taryn Thompson.
Hey, it's still on at least one of the friggin' Bluetooth, not lagging too much when I look up the walkthrough. That's nice. Thank you, Mr. Chrome. I didn't have to open a new friggin' browser or anything.
Taking heavy damage. Slayer, there's a turret in the courtyard you can use to hold them off.
It's lagging.
If you're ready to extract out of your intentions, all the natural time, you are here, trapped within
They're inside the castle. We almost have everyone out.
for years. This lifetime belongs to you. Over the time, and that has a relationship with a relationship career
You didn't have to worry about keeping the phone on. That's awesome.
And I'm here on this planet to help you reveal themselves to you. But first, that's what I was hearing. First, you need to make space. You need to make space within. You need to make space from the old self. You have to be ready to let go of the old work. And then the first thing down.
I hope you all look well. Welcome to Yahoo's channel. Welcome. The horses and sheep in the background and come on together. Thank you all so much for being here. The purpose of this message is going to be a time phone. Pause. A lot of also known as admission to æþøç. I'm going to be reading from chapter 15 and I'm going to read verse 12. So Elohim will enter his people and justify his inheritance. Alright, y'all. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you so much. Very basic and possible for ideas. Set up your travel and the hospital you're putting on. Thank you so much. Do it. Give me all the things when you don't know it. Okay. Would you like to come right to if the night part is going to be the period of darkness will take to an end and the world because of the light. So I'm trying to sense that you have power. Oh, this is not as big, it's great. You could idea of the benefit of integration into Cyberpunk. So there was definitely a major cycle on a very take for entry. We're going to be looking up to get on the boat. You're getting close to without having something called one of the something on. That's literally what I'm doing for the video. You have you sit out in the dark and you sit the light in the dark alone. Like, I have got that saying that there's something about it. You haven't had a true support network in the material for the life. They are supporting you. And if you have that someone, you deserve to
They're coming from Mars. I'll draw them away from the lifeboats. Father, don't go alone. Commander, he signed off.
God is not forgotten all the good. Yeah, this is like, it's time for you to have content in the material. So maybe this is where you find your spot, you're trying to be a spot. If you already got that sort of your crowd, like because life has like everything some kind of unification of your higher mind. This is unification. We're not like whatever this fucking is, like you're doing justice for it. It's time for you to have everything. It's so good for you. And not later on try to weaponize that and use that against you. You've been on the long human journey. I I can tell you've been through a lot of trauma. There are definitely some wounds that you have spent a lot of time to heal, and you have healed them. You're very beautiful. I feel like and I recognize the pain in your soul that you have healed. I don't know how to explain it, but I've been around people. I'm having like a deja vu experience right now, doing the meeting, because I can feel the pain. And you ever just meet someone and just walking by, seeing on their eyes or whatever it is, like the really point to get it there. Begin. They've been in the I felt that all. I felt that like I was behind the pain that your soul has gone through in you. I felt it on a very deep level. So, wow, you are seen, you are heard, you are loved, and you are integrated. And God is not forgotten. Okay, God is placing you in turning His inheritance. This feels like heavenly realm. And you know, yeah, Robertson the æþøç. Those are literally like new connections, new relationships, but they're not really new. You see again. So, you have freed yourself. I feel like one of the biggest lessons that you have had to learn up till this point was boundaries. You have had to heal self. Oh yeah, you self-doubt. Oh my gosh, like imposter syndrome is like. Like, hi, my name is Ian, right? And I was born in the 90s, and like I'm in 20s, and I've had my whole life and story to tell, right? So like, you can see me like that. It's just like, it's mind-boggling. It feels so real. I feel like so real. It's not really how it works. It feels so real. And when I actually touch the truth of what I am on a soul level, it's so hard for me to believe it. Like, in this incarnation, I feel so dumb. I feel like a baby. I feel like a child. Like, not even like a... It's been really mind-boggling, you know, for me to realize, like, who I was in the Bible, who I was in previous lives. You know, the human me, the little me, the me that's just in this incarnation, didn't see myself as big as I really am. And I'm using this to relate because I do feel like there is something collective. You had to feel this imposter syndrome, this self-doubt. You doubted yourself. You didn't fully believe in yourself the way God believes in you. You didn't see how big and bright you are the way God sees how big and bright, the way others can. That's why you're so fucking hated on, bro. Like, damn. The shittiest kinds of people can take one look at you and know there's something special about you. They just want to come over there and, like, key your car or some shit because they just can't handle your life. Like, but you didn't see it yourself. So there's some kind of cycle that came to an end, and that's why this ninth card's reversed. This Two of Cups was reversed. You know, this power and this justice, like, you had to learn who you are. You had to find yourself. Collective, I feel like you have found yourself. That's what this feels like. That's what exactly what this energy feels like. And that's why I figured So you have had to work on some, if this is your message, what I'm picking up on is you have worked on a lot of things about yourself. You have fallen down and fallen down and fallen down and picked yourself up and got back up and got back up and started over and started over and started over and power after power, your life coming to ruin. Like, you've been on this long road, this long journey, and you've spent a lot of it helping others. But you never fully understood, who am I? What am I? Why am I here again? But I feel like you found it. And I'm sure there's always going to be more within you to discover. But you have closed out this huge period of, I feel like the main things were people pleasing, self-doubt, and imposter syndrome, and just a self-blind spot, like an ignorance to your own, like, truth, value, and worth. And that's not like me trying to, like, throw any shade, like, I can relate, like, on a human level, like, I get it. But I used to think I was, like, the biggest piece of shit and waste of space, like, shouldn't even fucking be here. I used to think it was my own fault that everyone in my family had issues and didn't love me and didn't want anything to do. Like, I used to think, like, everything wrong in this world was my fault. And that I just shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't try. I shouldn't care about myself. I used to think that, like, what I felt and what I thought didn't matter. And I've had to heal those things. I remember when I was supposed to make this channel 2 years ago, and God was putting it heavy on me for about 2 years that I didn't make it. It's a very important, because I look at some of my life journey and I'm relating this personal experience to telepathy. My life is so much different. I know my value. I know why I'm here. I know what I am. I've transformed as an individual just by learning healthy boundaries and loving myself. It's the important love, boundaries, knowing my worth. Changed my fucking life. Changed everything. Changed the way I carry myself. I don't have the crippling anxiety anymore. I don't have the feeling of emotional anxiety. I don't have this like panic paranoia. I don't have the mental illness I used to struggle with. I'm emotionally stable. I'm not like up, down, to panic and depressed. I don't deal with that shit anymore. I don't deal with hearing voices. I don't deal with any of that shit. I'm grounded. I'm alive. I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful for life every day. I'm fucking living my life like sober, and that's something that I never thought I could do, is like exist happily sober. I always wanted to change who I was. I always wanted to feel different, be anything but me, because I didn't fucking like who I was as a person. And that leads to so much self-destruction. When you finally stop doing that, when you realize who you are and you love yourself, I'll never go back. I will never go back. I'm grateful for how I feel on a daily basis. I'm grateful for who I am. I embrace these feelings. I was like, oh my God.
I'll get emotional right now. You know it. Try it. Nipple Clean Effective Body Wash for gentle 24-hour freshness. It's got a mint tasting.
Ghirardelli Peppermint Bark makes the holidays a little better. Telly showed this at a film on the clip about her son.
We need to do something about that. Every time Telly show you how to live that overall.
Muscle hooks up.
Like a shack to a crib or a massage for high skin. We're gonna make it to keep you grounded.
I feel this up. I really do. I think that's why I was hoping if I shared a little bit of my personal experience, it would help people get perspective, like how I think life is see that. That's a huge deal. You can ask yourself again. And all that you have done, I didn't forget that. There is some kind of huge, like, you are ready. It's like the stars, the heavens, the angels, your ancestors, like the spirit team was waiting for you to see it yourself. And you do. You see your worth. You're not doubting yourself anymore. You've addressed your insecurities. You've healed your wounds. You no longer feel the need to be dependent on anything. You realize everything's all within you, and it always has been. And I'm proud of you, Collective. I don't know your whole story, but I felt that pain that you healed, and that says enough to me. I definitely would look you in the eye and shake your hand and know that we are equals without a doubt. I don't know. There's just something about you, Collective. You got it. And now you know it. Now you know it. Now you know your value. You know your worth. And that changes everything. The universe card came out. You're closing a huge cycle. This path of like destruction or self-harm or, denying yourself. Denying yourself what you are. Denying yourself what you're worth. And not giving to you. Not pouring all that you are worth and valued and deserve back into yourself. But now you honor your truth. You don't dim your light. You don't lessen yourself. You don't try to decrease your presence because people feel small. They should just step up to your level. And if not, that's your choice. You respect them. It's not a matter of like superiority or pride or hierarchy. It's just a matter of being a genuine you, being who you really are. All right, Collective. It's a huge lesson for you that you have completed. A huge chapter with judgment. You're in alignment. You are in alignment. The universe, judgment, and the chariot. Now that you have closed out this major journey, this journey back to self, now you can really start living, thriving, and enjoying life. Because those older versions of you saying life shouldn't be like this, you're kind of right. Life shouldn't have been that fucking miserable, that hard. It shouldn't have been that damn miserable.
Motherfucker!
But you overcame everything, and then you found
Son
yourself
of a
again.
fucking bitch!
I think that was that a big part of that shadow, that wound that I felt in your soul, was being lost. But not knowing you lost. I related to that feeling so much.
Turn off the phone. Turn off the...
That's exactly what it was. That was a big part of it. At the beginning of the movie, when I saw all that pain and fear. Congratulations. This is going to be what I'm supposed to be. And you're going to be an example to others. All the existence is all that. And when you know who you truly are, and you refuse to be anything less than your whole authentic self, all of it, not hiding any parts of it, not concealing any of the flames, you just embody that whole multi-dimensionality of your soul. Powerful. Your presence is powerful. And you're taking your power back. And now you are anti-rising. So the judgment that way, how many of you focus on? So whatever is coming your way and whatever good stuff is coming your way, you can control it. You deserve all the power. You deserve the joy. You deserve the peace, control, and rest. Trust, alignment, you deserve to be appreciated and respected. People are going to show you your value. Just knowing your worth made this opportunity.
visits from people to the office and enjoy their clubs. It's part of it. You'll see little helper. Cutie, show holiday inside gift. You'll love it. That's right. Love to stay home. The rainbow. It's a pet. There's Cutie.
When you're out in the wild, you either have fair skin or you have no skin. The fair skin ladies actually help with the outdoors. They stand up to the tough conditions. Some folks come out here and they spend thousands on gear that looks great on Instagram, but in the wild, you don't get the extra attention. A lot of bodies are in the wild pictures compared to Mother Nature, the fair skin hoodie.
Get 60% off the bearskin cushion today. Go to bearskin60.com.
So people act like there's nothing to get up out of it. A lot of people are going to pick up on that and do stuff. And if you don't address those boundaries that you don't fucking have with people, they're not going to care. That boundary's not independent. So now it's different. You respect yourself, and now people have to respect you. But I'm not saying everybody is going to show. There's always going to be someone that wants to try to take you out or hurt you, or they're intimidated by the level that you're on. And instead of just reflecting on your personal growth and thinking you can get on that level to put yourself up to, they want to try to take you down to make you feel more comfortable. Since you won't look at you on that, they'll try to make you feel to do it all the time. It's a new level for you. Like, this really is. And this is going to change your life. Like, your life path you're turning. You got the sun part. Chariot and the sun. Chariot and the sun. Love, happiness, forward movement, success, and happiness. Then your independence, your strength, and your health, healthy boundaries. Having boundaries is changing things. You know, I wish in a way, I don't wish, but like, I do sometimes look back and I wonder how much could have been avoided had I learned or been taught or been shown or found it within myself a lot earlier. Simple things like boundaries, self-worth, like, what the fuck? Those things are huge. There was a reading that came up, and I believe I picked up on something during the last live we had. And they touched up on it again in a collective came up with the Cyberpunk of it. It was talking about some of the very actually, you're nurturing, you're a healer. And I got really strong that the advice then was you needed to balance out that water with air. You have to be mentally strong. You have to know your truth, to know your worth, know your value, and not be afraid to be assertive, to be authoritative. Because if not, people are going to take advantage of you and hurt you. I feel like you're learning that lesson. I feel like you are balancing that out. And that's part of this cycle that's coming to an end. Because you know your value, you know your worth. You're not going to apologize for doing what you need to do. You have a lot of things wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. Yeah. is my channel that I created with God. My name is Ian. And I don't have to change any way I am in this community. The people don't like to people don't like the language I use and find that it's supposed to speak. People don't like the way I tell my intros. They don't listen to me. People don't like it out of I don't have to change the system that people see. Everyone has a culture. And the game I do is make them think themselves. And if people like it, they're awesome. If people don't, you don't need a room to let it out. To get to that point of that talking to that reason, you're talking about that. You but the little thing is that it's all it's yours. That you need to change. Move it what you are because it doesn't fit their needs of you or the mold that they want to put you in. You ain't putting me in a box. You're not going to put the collective in a box. And who the fuck are they to try to come and benefit from you and then tell you how you need to do it? Or they're not worth your work. Because you know your worth. As long as you stand on that truth, I know my worth. I know my truth. I know my intention. I know when I do something wrong. And I have it. And I'm not. So my fucking worth is I don't want it. I don't need to say I'm sorry. I don't need to say like it. And learning how to have that inner truth, that strength, that integrity, and those healthy boundaries, and doing it in a way that's still of love. You're not being mean. You're not cussing them out and being hateful and dipping
Like,
into a lower or whatever. You got to do nothing like that, like at all. No is a full sentence. I'm talking is a full sentence. No one should be speaking over you if you are already speaking. No one should be making you feel like you got to explain yourself when you've already given them their answer. Oh, look, you're learning it though, and I feel that. You're learning how to balance out your elements, learning how to be strong for yourself, not just others. And that says a lot about you. This 8 of Wands, that you cleared some kind of blockage in your life. You had a blockage. This blockage was substantial. It was blocking a lot of things from coming in. There was a big judgment that was spoken over you, and you are worthy and deserving of a lot that you have not received yet. And if we're going to take accountability for ourselves, we can look inward and find why we hadn't received it yet. And I see that you looked within, and you realized you were holding on to things. You had attachments. You didn't have the self-worth, the self-value.
a purple door.
You're not the fucking audience. You're not. There's blockages that have been removed because of this, and this is huge. This is really big. I'm telling you, like, I don't keep rambling on and on. This changes everything. Just this in of itself. It's a really big lesson, and I've seen a lot of people struggle with it. I've seen people who I absolutely love, and like, I kind of will start to worry a little bit because I'm like, oh no, they're not balancing some certain things out. They could get hurt, and I don't want to see anyone get hurt. So I pray that they learn this lesson as quickly and gracefully as possible before someone comes in and fucking violence them and hurts them. You know, I can't stand and hurt them your time. I can't stand that. It triggers me something deep and fierce. I just think loving person, and I don't want to see anyone I care about, and that includes you, directly, get hurt when you don't deserve to be hurt. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for learning these lessons and balancing everything out. Because now you're ready to receive for all that you deserve. I'm so glad you realize you deserve it. You are worthy. And whatever in the past, whatever psychological or emotional abuse you've been through to cause you to feel like you weren't worthy, or you didn't deserve, or you should just shut up, or you're an inconvenience, you're a burden, and like other people are your burden.
That looks like it.
Like everyone else's problem is your responsibility. I'm really sorry for that. But I'm glad you're still here, and I'm glad you know who you are. It sucks being lost and alone. And that's what, like, at the beginning of this video, we were talking about getting started. For being alone. For being lost. You're not lost. You found yourself. You found yourself. one verse. We're going to be reading from Baruch Shani, also known as bromo. I'm going to read chapter 34. And God again said to the people, God is your people.
The final transports are ready to launch.
But I will only go to holy of holies. Concerning you and concerning the earth. It is not deficit. It is need more illumination. And after these things, I will prepare you. Okay. We have the middle portion. Okay. There is definitely a conclusion. We also have judgment. And you freed yourself from a lot actually. You freed yourself from the past and you freed yourself from a previous cycle that you were in. There may have been a lesson that needed to be learned here. This would be a lesson about you remain humble throughout this whole journey. You have a writing. You're very forgiving. You're not judgmental. You're relatable. There's something about this star card that it feels like you're very relatable to others. Like others can relate to you. So we've got this Six of Pentacles. I feel like you are going to be stepping into a new opportunity for yourself. Opportunity is something that
Structure.
Inside of you, you love it. It's something that you are very passionate about. And one level, you have done this in past lives as well. So you may be unlocking some kind of Akashic record because you have a lot of experience that is going to assist you in this next part of your journey. You've got this Nine of Pentacles, which is like self-sufficient, reality, income. It does kind of feel like there is you have consistently built something up to the point to where you now have a solid foundation to build off of it. Eight of Wands. There is forward movement, back movement. A lot of opportunities are going to be coming your way. There may be a lot of inquiries, a lot of messages. A lot of people are going to be contacting you, is what I'm feeling with this Eight of Wands. Like, it's a lot of people offering these things. Like, I'm feeling like a lot of offers. So this could be business opportunities, this could be collaborations, this could be other offers that are coming in from other people. Okay. There's something about something you persevered and like in the public eye, there are others that witness they witness people of this it's staying true to your integrity. You're not afraid to speak the truth, and this is a very desirable trait in all of us. It's kind of cool like this needs to be like this. There is definitely some kind of opportunity that's coming your way, and it's going to be very serious. I've seen a lot of people, I've seen cars, a lot of fire. It's like, it being, yeah, someone sees as like an alchemist, a powerhouse. They have to transmute really dense energy. You've overcome a lot, and you've overcome a lot like that's so you've proven you can work under pressure is kind of what I'm getting from that. You can work under high strain, you can work under pressure, even if you had a bunch of eyes on you, even if someone tried to humiliate you, even if someone tried to like even if you were outnumbered, you were being targeted, you were being gang stuff, like you still could do high quality. Whatever you have a very high quality. And you're being recognized for that. I do feel like someone is coming in that is really fortunate, like, man, there's some kind of contract, an opportunity, justice, I don't know if someone's going in that's like, yeah, we got this 9/11. By that, ours says justice 9/11. Someone has literally seen how you do business, and they like the way you talk, they like the way you walk, they like the way you carry yourself. Present yourself in a certain kind of way, you're genuine, you're not afraid to be who you truly are. And you have I mean, that far as practical, you've never been taking this thing in like, is it experiment of internet? Something that's impressive is the amount of adversity, the amount of
Emergency protocols are in effect. Please clear the hangar immediately.
room filled with demons with a smile on your face and still handle yourself genuine, authentic, and professional. That shit is like, I don't know, there's something about like swagger or like something along these lines, like you make shit look good. Like even when you're being attacked by devil energy, you make it look attractive. Like there's something about the way you handle this. It's like, yo, we've got a star here. People try to take you out of the game and get really nasty with you, very low vibrational. There may have been bullying, there may have been hazing, there may have been targeting and gang stalking and all sorts of shit. And like, they couldn't rub dirt on you. They couldn't make you feel low or appear or act or present yourself in any other kind of way besides this like boss energy that you are. So wow, there's like, you're being exalted and you're taking something to the next level, and I do feel like you are going to be like extremely successful in whatever this is. You got this high priestess energy. There could be something, yeah, in this Eight of Swords reverse. Something that is known about you is that your gifts are accurate. Whatever you do, whatever you know, whatever you say, it's accurate. You don't lie. You don't sugarcoat things. You don't bullshit things. If you say your intuition is picking up on this energy, or if you say you got a vision of this, or whatever it has been tried, tested, and proven. But you are the real deal. So this could be talking about you and your spiritual gifts, or you a talent that you have within. Whatever it is, you are the diamond in the rough. Like you may even have a backstory. You may even have your own tribulations that you've overcome, and this makes it even better. Like it's something about like you are. Whether you want to hear it in this way or not, you're marketable, okay? You are marketable. You have a niche, you have a voice, you have a talent, you have respect. People appreciate you. People want to hear what you have to say. You have a pull. You have a way of pulling people in, and you have helped others. You do things from a genuine place. It's not like you're doing this for the money. And that's what this person really appreciates about you and about what you do, is that you've risen from hell yourself. So there's something about like whatever this opportunity is that's on your way, whoever is presenting this to you, like I don't know.
Several demonic signals are moving to key position.
Exactly. It's a little different for someone who's
It's accurate. Later.
We
have to help him.
And that's extremely important. I mean, like me personally, at the beginning, I can if I can't trust you, you're not worth anything. You're gonna lie to me. And I like this energy, like with Rachel, you give me
The last flight boat has been evacuated.
You're strong enough for this kind of pressure, this kind of pressure. Stage, like
tricks, old king.
there's something about your courage. You are known as courageous. So I don't know if you, whatever this person or this group is, confirmation, whatever this person or this group is that's been watching you, they've witnessed not only your strength, but your courage. They've seen you be fearless. They have seen you look things right in the face and stand your position. Hold your ground. They've seen you be completely outnumbered and under attack, and you didn't crack, you didn't break, you didn't fold. Wow. On. I don't know, you're like a superstar, Collective. You're a superstar. Ace of Swords. Another confirmation, alright? The ancestor cows are cheering you on. Ace of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. Your truth is heard. Your truth needs to be heard. Someone sees, like, they saw you and they had a vision of the future. And it was made a better place by the works that you're going to do. And they have some kind of contacts or resources. You might be flying out of country. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm literally feeling this energy, like, someone might own a retreat or own a healing center or a resort, and they want you to come down and be a guest speaker. Like, if they're even willing to pay for the flights and the expenses, like, you might be getting some very important contacts with you. And this is going to lead to so much more. You went from doing one thing on this level, and you remain consistent, and you remain humble, and you remain you. You didn't let the bad, the bad, the funny, the good spirits about the journey. You didn't allow the evil ones to live. Like, you didn't allow any of the bad